Treaty of Sevres was a peace agreement signed on August 10, 1920 between the Allied powers including Great Britain, France, Italy, Japan and Greece and the Ottoman Empire after its defeat in World War I. The treaty aimed to reorganize and dismember the Ottoman Empire, but it faced significant opposition and resistance from various parties, which eventually led to the signing of the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923. The Treaty of Sevres was considered harsh for several reasons, and its provisions were seen as punitive towards the defeated Ottoman Empire. The treaty reflected the desire of the Allied powers to dismantle and weaken the Ottoman Empire, which they viewed as one of the central powers responsible for the devastation of World War I. Here are some key reasons why the Treaty of Sevres was perceived as harsh. The treaty disintegrated the territorial extent of the Ottoman Empire significantly. It led to the loss of vast territories in the Middle East and Eastern Europe, which were allocated to various Allied powers, thus reducing the Ottoman Empire to a much smaller state centered on Anatolia. The Ottoman Empire lost control of strategically important Arab regions including Palestine, Syria, Iraq and Lebanon, which were placed under the League of Nations mandates with France and Great Britain as the mandatory power. These territories were seen as critical for their resources and geopolitical significance. The treaty allocated parts of Anatolia, the heartland of the Ottoman Empire, to Greece and Italy. This led to the Greek occupation of areas in western Anatolia and the contested region of Izmir, Smyrna. The partition of Anatolia was a source of intense conflict and resistance from Turkish nationalist movement. The treaty placed the Bosphorus and Dardanelles Straits under international control, allowing free passage for warships of all nations during peacetime. This provision was seen as a limitation on the Turkish sovereignty over these vital waterways and aimed to prevent any future militarization of the straits. The treaty provided for the establishment of an independent Armenian state within eastern Anatolia. While this was a long-standing goal for the Armenian people, it created tension with the Turkish nationalist movements which opposed the loss of the territory. However, this provision was never fully implemented due to the Turkish War of Independence. The Allies were to control Ottoman finances, including supervising the national budget and total control over the Ottoman Bank. The treaty also imposed heavy reparation on the Ottoman Empire, which put a significant financial burden on the already weakened country. The territorial provisions of the treaty, particularly the partition of Anatolia and the control of areas around Izmir, Smyrna, led to a Greek invasion of Anatolia in 1919. This conflict triggered a Turkish nationalist movement led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who fought to resist foreign occupation and secure Turkish independence. Due to the widespread opposition and conflict, the Treaty of Sevres faced challenges in its implementation. The Turkish War of Independence, led by Atatürk's forces, succeeded in pushing back the invading Greek forces and securing control over most of Anatolia. As a result, the Allied powers were compelled to re-evaluate their stance on the future of Turkey. Thus, the Treaty of Sevres was eventually replaced by the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923. The Treaty of Lausanne recognized the Republic of Turkey as an independent and sovereign state and provided for more favorable terms for Turkey. The Treaty of Lausanne was signed on July 24, 1923. It established new borders, recognized Turkey's control over Anatolia and eastern Thrace, and annulled the provisions of the Treaty of Sevres that was never implemented. Additionally, it settled issues related to the exchange of population between Turkey and Greece, which resulted in the relocation of over 1 million Greeks and Turks to their respective countries. In summary, the Treaty of Sevres attempted to dismember the Ottoman Empire and impose significant territorial losses and restrictions. However, Turkish resistance led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk led to the renegotiations of terms, resulting in the signing of the Treaty of Lausanne, which recognized the Republic of Turkey as an independent nation with revised borders and resolved some of the outstanding issues from the previous treaty.